Thank you so much for being here today. We are going to be working on our balance today. As I mentioned in my email, don't take it too seriously. It's really normal to be sort of toppling over when we're doing work on one leg. Just tap your foot down and reset, and you'll find that you probably have more balance than you thought. All right, so let's just start in the middle of your mat. Plant your feet, pick up your toes, and plant all of your toes down. And let's just do that a couple of times, floating the toes up and planting them all down. And again, up and planting them down, and just feeling a nice broadness through your feet. Let's put a little micro bend into your knees. Start to draw in a little bit through your abdominals, and then reach the top of your head up to the ceiling, drawing your chin back just a little bit so that your head is right over your shoulders. Okay, and let's just start with chin to chest and floating the chin up to the ceiling and back down. Just moving between those two motions. And just keep your mind on your abdominals, your pelvic floor. And let's come back to neutral, starting to look over each shoulder, side to side, just like you're trying to check something out behind you. And then let's come back up into extension, letting the chin float up. And from here, very gently looking over your shoulder, side to side. This is a motion we don't get a lot in our regular life, but that we need. Our neck, spine really appreciates this movement. And last one. Coming back to center, letting your neck come nice and neutral. Let's roll the shoulder blades up to the ears, pull them back, pull them down, roll them forward. Just feeling that nice mobility in the upper back. And again, just checking in on your abdominals, making sure there's still a little bit of life there. And let's go the other way as well. Roll it forward, squeeze it back. And last one, we're gonna let the feet come hip width apart. And we're gonna start to come into some squats. And I usually say, imagine you're picking up a load of laundry. You're gonna scoop up that laundry and come up, bringing your palms together. Lift your heels, lower your heels, squat down, scoop up the laundry, palms together, lift the heels, lower the heels, and back down. So we're always squatting with our feet flat on the floor. Palms, heels, down. That's it. And just starting to challenge our balance just a little bit. And let's just check on your abdominals with all this movement happening, making sure you've managed to keep that connection. Just getting a little blood flow here. And let's do 2 more. And last one. And planting your feet down, sitting into a squat. Floating the arms or hands at heart center if you prefer, that's fine. We're holding our squat. Let's lift those abdominals, lift your chest nice and proud. And then from here, we're gonna start to shift our weight from leg to leg, staying in our squat. See if you can bring your bum down just a little. Yes, nice work. And we're just going side to side, balancing for a moment on one foot and going to the other side. Nice smooth motion. Can we come a little lower? Send your sit bones way back behind you. Lift your chest. Nice job. Legs should be starting to get warm here. And let's meet with both feet on the floor. Little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand tall. Shake the legs. Nice work. We're going to bring the right foot in front of the left foot, squeezing your inner thighs together. Find your glutes. And then from here, we're coming up onto our toes. So you're going to come up here, floating your arms out in front of you. Palms are up. We're opening and coming back together. Open and back. So I'm staying up on the toes. We're just challenging waking up all the little muscles in our ankles and our feet. Let's continue to squeeze those inner thighs and draw your abdominals in. Let's just notice our shoulder blades. Squeeze them together and then bring the hands back in. Open and together. Let's do 2 more here. 2, 1, and 2. Make your arms into a W shape. We reach up and pull down. Reach, keep squeezing those inner thighs and pull. Reach and pull. Can we bring our abdominals in a little more? Reach and pull. 2 more. Up and down. And last one. And pull down. Relax your heels back to the floor. Shake out your legs. And bringing your left foot in front of the right foot now. Before you go up on your toes, you're going to squeeze those inner thighs together. And keep that connection with your inner thighs. As you come up on the toes, we're repeating. Open and pull in. I want you to visualize you're moving through water here. Make it a little harder by adding your own tension and really moving with precision. Open and back. This side is way harder for me to balance. Pull it open, squeeze, and back. And back in. Stay tall here. 2 more. 1 and 2. Bend the elbows into W. We reach, pull down. Activate those underarm muscles. Reach and pull. Reach and pull down. Nice work. Up and down. Great job. 3 more. Your lower legs should be nice and warm. Ankles, lower legs. There's 2. And last one. Pull it down. Woo! And letting that go, releasing. We're going to reach down and grab your weights. Now, we're going to be coming up onto one leg, but I just want you to be really mindful that when you bring the one leg up to square, that we're not losing length in this side of your lower back, okay? So once you're up here, take your hands, put your hands on your hips, and just notice that your pelvis is level. Otherwise, we'll be overworking one side of our lower back. So let's go with that, bringing the right leg up into the air. You're going to press down through your left heel and squeeze your left glute. And from there, we're hammer curling the weights, pushing them overhead, lowering them, and lowering them past your hips. Pull it up, hammer curl, press up. Keep visualizing that belt wrapped around your center. Draw in just a little more with your abdominals. Down and lower. Pull it in, really squeezing your weights. Push it overhead. The shape of your torso stays exactly the same. throughout. Pull it in, press it up, press down through that left heel. Really keep that left leg working hard. And again, pressing it up, lower it down. Ooh, I'm gonna lose it. And lower. Last two, pull it up, squeeze. Push it overhead, draw in through your core. Lowering and lowering down. Last one, pull it up, press it up, coming down, and let that go, shaking that off. Whew. Lots of work in that standing leg. Let's try the other side. So now your left foot is going to come up. Put your hands on your hips for a second and just double check that we haven't hiked up a hip. Now really try to keep length in your lower back. This time we will bicep curl, so not hammer curl. The palms will be forward, bicep curl, turn the weights, overhead press. Bring them down, turn the weights, palms forward, and we bicep curl, turn the weights in, push overhead. Lower, and then lower. Nice work. Pushing down through the right heel now, firing up that right glute, and just being really mindful that when you reach these weights overhead, the rib cage doesn't float open. Lowering down and lowering down. Find a point on the wall or something to look at. Staying nice and tall here. We have 3 more reps. Push down through that heel. Push overhead. Lower it down. Lower it down. 2 more. The standing leg should really be warm. Lower and lower. Last one. Bicep curl. Turn in. Push up. Lower down. And lower down. Letting that go. Shaking it off. You're going to come into our warrior lunge. So let's take the left foot, step it forward. Then you're going to take your right foot behind you and turn it on a slight angle. Okay? We're taking this front arm, resting it with your weight on your front thigh. Nice work. Okay. From here, we're going to be rowing back, right past the body. Your chest is facing forward. And we row down and we pull up. Lower, exhale, pull up. And pull. For some reason, this reminds me of starting a lawnmower. And let's just check in with your center. Stay nice and strong in this bottom shoulder. We don't want to sink into our thigh. We want to almost like you're pushing your forearm down into your thigh. And let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to turn our chest down. So now you feel like both of your shoulders are facing down. We're going to row back, kick back into our tricep. Pull it in and lower it down, keeping the shoulder blade on your back. Pull back, kick back, come in, and lower down. Now that weight is going to try to pull you out of position. Just try to stay nice and still and square. Your legs are working hard here, stabilizing you. And back, and imagine you're moving through water. Pull back, reach back. Bend in and lower. 2 more. Pull, bend in and lower. Last one. Pull it up, reach it out and hold. Really reach your knuckles way back behind you, holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the elbow and let that go. Nice work. Shaking it off. Your triceps should be nice and warm. Let's step with the right foot into your warrior lunge. Turn that back foot in just a little. Coming down in a nice strong shoulder here into your front thigh. And this time we have our chest open. Oh no, sorry guys, we're not going up. We're just staying here. Pull up the elbow and lower down. Pull and down. Now let's keep our abs on here. Keep reaching through your spine. And make sure your head isn't dropping forward. Bringing the back of your head back just a little. Nice work. Pull it back. Think about the back of your shoulder. Strong legs here. 4 more. 4, 3. Nice work. Check your abdominals too. And last one. Pull it back. Now we turn our chest down. Face is down. We're going to pull, extend into that tricep kick back. Bend the elbow and lower the weight. Pull, extend. Really think about the back of your shoulder here. Once you pull that back, it stays back as we find that tricep and lower back down. Keep that shoulder blade squeezing back. Nice job. Let's do 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, keep your abdominals with you. And on this last one, let's bring it back and extend it. Reach that arm back, reach your knuckles back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the elbow and lower that weight. Nice job, you guys. Coming to the end of your mat, let's drop the weights down. And we're going to be coming into some lunges here. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Push your hands into each other and let your elbows go wide. Just refocusing, centering yourself on your mat. As we step back, let's go with the right leg steps into a lunge. You don't have to touch your knee, but you could. And when you stand tall, we come to balance. And sticking around on the right leg. Stepping back, standing tall. We're really driving the heel of your left foot right down into the floor. Challenging our balance. We're starting to be more fatigued now, so you might find that this is harder. And stand tall. Find the glute every single time as you stand tall on the left leg. That left glute fires up. And down. And lower. And let's do 3 more of these. 3, 2, and on the last one, let's stay tall. Bring your right foot inside your left knee. Open into your standing clamshells. Hands can go to the hips. We open and bring the thigh back. Open the thigh and bring it back. We're not here very long. Let's do 3 more. 3, and 2, and last one. Open and bringing it in, shaking that off. Left leg should be on fire. Whew. And when you're ready, starting to send that left leg back, stand tall on your right foot. Whew. Checking in on your breathing. Checking that you've got a little connection in the center of all this movement. Bringing your belly button in just a little bit. Big exhale as you stand tall. We're almost there, you guys. 3 more. 3. Fire up that right glute. 2. And on 1, we stand. Bring that left foot inside the right knee. Clamshells. Open and in. Hands on the hips. Open and back. Moving from the hip. Just as if we were on our side. Just moving into that external rotation. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and last one. Letting that go, shaking it off. Great work, you guys. Whew. Legs should be warm. We should have a little glow on. Staying at the end of your mat. Let's knot the chin and roll down for the first time today into your forward fold. Grabbing onto your elbows, gently sway side to side, lifting up through the abdominals, rounding your spine. Head is heavy, just absorbing all of that balance work we just did. And let's stop in the center, place your hands on the floor, and step your feet back to a plank. If you need to, you can put a knee straight down below you if you need a modification. Otherwise, we're here in plank, perfecting our plank. Let's reach energy through the heels. Engage your hands into your mat, gripping into the mat. Strong shoulders pushing the floor away. Your head is in line with your spine, reaching through the crown of your head. Your abdominals are supporting the center. Let's breathe here. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Hold this nice strong plank. Deep inhale. Exhale. One more time. And exhale. Lower your knees and let's take a shell stretch. Let your head rest. Notice your heartbeat. Big breaths in and out. Awesome work, you guys. If you need a pad under your knees, you're going to bring that in now, because we'll be starting in all fours. And we're going to be doing a modified version of our swim prep, which looks like this. We reach an opposite arm, opposite leg, staying nice and square. As we exhale, though, we're going to round our spine similar to angry cat. Draw the nose to the knee, pull the elbow in, and reach out. So we're going between straight spine and round spine here, okay? Let's start with the right arm, left leg. When you're ready, let's reach them out. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull in, round, push the floor away with your left arm. Inhale, reach the spine long. Exhale, round, nose to knee. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, roll it in, round it up. And reach, using your abdominals to round your spine. Push the floor away with that left arm. The left arm is doing a ton of work here. Exhale, roll it in. Inhale, reach. Let's do 3 more. And back, nose to knee. And reach, last one. Finish reaching out. Put your hand down and let's take a shell. Whew, left arm should be really warm. And then let's head out to the other side. So the right arm is going to be your standing arm. Make sure that hand is right under your shoulder. You're using all of your shoulder stabilizers to stay strong here. And let's go with the left arm, right leg. Draw it in, exhale. Reach it out, keep your abdominals on the whole time. Round it in. Reach it out. And round it up. Think angry cat. And reach. And pull. And again. Pull it in. And reach. Exhale, pull. Last 2. Stay strong in your right shoulder, strong in your right arm. Reach it out. Last 1. And finish reaching out. Arm comes down, taking your shell. And then making your way onto your forearms. Gonna send the right leg back long, touching the toe to the floor. I'm just gonna move up slightly here. So your elbows are right under your shoulders. It's gonna feel like your bum is up in the air. And let's take that right leg out long. We'll be lifting the right leg and lowering it. We're gonna try to keep that kneecap nice and pointing down, parallel, okay? And you're gonna control the move up and down. Just moving from your hip. If you feel this in your lower back, you're maybe lifting too high. Equal weight in both arms. And we're sitting in the center of our standing knee. Up and lower. Stay strong in your shoulders, continuously pushing the floor away. We're gonna add on here, on your next one, lift the leg and lower it. Leave that toe down, push up into your tricep press. Lower down, lift the leg, lower down, tricep prayer press, and lower. Up and lower, tricep and down. Three more. 3 is the magic number today. Last one. Reach and pull. Awesome work. Bring that leg in, come off your arms, letting them rest for a moment. Breathe into your lower back. And then meeting me out for the other side. So let's set up a nice strong base here through the arms, through the forearms, and sending your left leg out. You're in the center of your right knee and your abdominals are on. Let's lift the leg and lower it. Exhaling it up, inhaling it down. Great job. 2 more. 1 and lower. 2 and lower. From there, we're into the tricep press. Lower down. Lift the leg. Lower it. Press and down. Just check in. Every time we lift into that tricep press, we're bringing the abdominals with us. And let's do 2 more here. There's 1. And there's 2. When we finish, just scan the body. Are you still in the center of your knee? And let that go. Finding shell one last time, just briefly. And then coming out to all fours and tucking your toes up into downward dog. Once you're here, finding that nice triangular shape, you're going to pedal out your heels. Allow your head to be heavy. Keep your abdominals lifting. Enjoying that stretch through the calf and through the hamstring. For now, from here, pausing the feet, just allowing your feet to be as neutral as they can. They don't have to be reaching for the floor. It's too much in the calf. We're going to start to tap across. So you're going to take your left hand to your right shin, right hand to your left shin. Your eyes stay on the mat. And we're just switching side to side, keeping the abdominals on. Exhale every time. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, And 1. Pause there. Take a big breath. Reach your sit bones up to the ceiling. And then lowering the knees. Awesome job, you guys. Coming all the way onto your back. Okay, and then letting your legs be long. And just close your eyes for a moment. And just let your body absorb everything it's done already in this class. Taking a couple of long breaths. And just noticing that when you exhale, your abdominals connect and they wrap around you. Let's just make sure you feel nice and neutral in your pelvis. So a little bit of space between your lower back and the mat, nice and flat across the front of your pelvis. And bring your toes so that your feet are standing up and your toes are pointed up to the ceiling. Let's bring the hands behind the head and open your elbows nice and wide. We're going to be flexing up to look at our toes. Big breath in. Exhale, flex up, check out your toes, and inhale, lower down. We want to keep the chin off of the chest. And keep a line of energy running through your legs, as if there's just a little bit of a line of tension through the legs coming out the soles of your feet. Flexing up and lowering down. Now, as we mobilize this upper back, you should notice that your rib cage on the front side drops down as we flex up. And back. Keeping your head heavy in your hands. And let's do 2 more here. On your last one, you're going to stay up. Flexing up and staying, keeping that rib cage heavy. We're going to stay up as we move our legs into tabletop, alternating. Marching the legs up. Trying to stay as neutral as you can in your lower back. Exhale as you draw the leg in. Inhale as you reach it out. Two more each side. Check your head position. And letting that go. When you lower, you should feel a whole bunch of warmth underneath your rib cage in your upper abdominals. Nice work. We're going to keep the head down and bring your right leg up to tabletop. And let's actually drag the left foot to be planted as well. So your left leg is bent, foot is planted, and your right leg is in tabletop. Let's take that left arm, reach it above your head, nice and long, and your right arm is beside you. We'll be flexing up and reaching across the body. And back. Reaching right across the thigh that's in the air. Inhale back, exhale, flex up. And you want to stay up there long enough that you feel that oblique turn on. And you're almost like you're trying to reach something that you can't quite get as you reach up. Exhale up, inhale down. Getting a nice bit of rotation. And 4 more. 4, 3, pushing down through that left foot, 2, and last 1. Letting that go, shaking it off, and then we'll go over to bring the left leg up to tabletop. Right arm floats overhead and left arm is down beside you. Really plant through this right foot, and then let's flex and reach and return. Imagine this arm is moving through water. It's got a constant reach running through it. Big exhale as you come across. And let's do 4 from here. Keeping your chin gently tucked. 3, 2, and last one. Letting that go. Whew, we're going to bring ourselves into a nice strong imprint, bringing your legs up to tabletop. Bring your hands and plant them on, or place them on your knees. Now, from here you have 2 options. I'm going to show the modification here first. It looks like this. We reach the arms up, keeping the head down, and we circle them and bring the legs back in. So the arms and legs reach, and we pull them back in. The full exercise, we're going to be flexed up, nice and short in our obliques, and we're going to reach and come around. Reach and come around, okay? So let's find ourselves in imprint either way, even if you're going to keep your head down. It's exactly the same, but you just keep your head down. All right, and if you're coming up for the full, let's go there now. Exhale as you flex up, nice and short, staying there now. We're going to reach out, exhale, inhale around, exhale, reach, and around. The arms are not behind you, they're just beside your head. Reach and pull in. Reach, circle around. Chin is tucked. Eyes are on your thighs. And let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and last one. Lower your head if you brought it up. Hug your knees and just roll around on your lower back. Awesome. All right, let's plant the feet down. Let your arms rest at your side. And we're going to roll up into our bridge. Take your time with this. Let's really massage the spine. So rolling through your imprint. And then once you've done as much as you can with your abdominals, you're going to press into the feet and peel the rest of your spine off, finding that bridge. It's a big breath in here. And exhale, roll it down 1 vertebra at a time, keeping the hips up. And then the lower spine rolls through and the hips release to the floor, finding a nice neutral. Big breath in, and then we go back up again. Imprint first, and then peel it up. Imagine you're holding a block between your knees, holding there. And we go back down, coming through anything that feels sticky in your spine. Just taking your time. There's so many good spots. Roll it through and ending up in neutral. And this next one, we're going to roll it up. Coming to that perfect bridge. Now before we do anything else, just place your hands on your tummy for a second and just draw down through your abdominals just a little. Check your rib cage. Make sure the rib cage feels like it's connected downward. And from there, we're going to start to lift our heels, alternating. Breathing as you do. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Now if you feel your lower back, your hips might be too high. Just lower them down a little bit. And can we all squeeze our glutes just a little more? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold there in your bridge. Take a breath. Last time, we're going to place the spine down like it's melting into the floor. And roll the pelvis back to neutral. Awesome. We're going to turn to our side and come onto your tummy. Wiggle your hips, allow your legs and your pelvis to release, and have your arms at your side. Your nose is hovering. Reach your fingertips down to your heels, creating space between your ear and your shoulder. And just find your abdominals here. We're going to work with bringing the arms to your side. So we're going to take our palms from being face up here to facing our hips. Squeeze the shoulder blades, turn your palms into your hips. And from there, we're going to lift the head and shoulders into breaststroke 2. Squeeze your shoulder blades back and hold. Finding this position, take a big breath in and lower everything down to the mat. Release your shoulders forward. Let them roll right forward. Take a breath in and exhale. Turn the palms to your body. Squeeze those shoulder blades and exhale your way up into that little bit of extension, opening the collarbone to the mat, holding here, and lowering everything to the floor, allowing those shoulders to come forward. All right, and again, turn the palms, squeeze the shoulders, lift the head and shoulders up, holding, and lowering back down. We have 2 more. Turn the palms, squeeze the shoulders, reach through the legs, and then hover the head and shoulders up. Abdominals are on here, and lowering down. Last one. Engage the upper body, squeeze those shoulder blades, hover the upper body. Hold here, squeeze, 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 and lower everything down to the mat, bringing your head under your, hands under your head actually, and just release some shoulder tension if you can. We're going into our single leg. We're going to work with only the right leg here. Single leg lift, sticking with the right. Exhale, reaching it up. Inhale, down. So we're reaching through the leg like we're trying to make it longer. The leg is nice and straight, moving from the hip. Up and down. There's a little bit of life in the left leg, but the right leg is the active one. Up and down. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Let that go and just notice the difference between the two. And then let's switch it over, keeping a little bit of life in the right. We go into the left leg, up and down. Exhale up, inhale down. Just being mindful of the shoulders. If you're feeling your lower back, then let's just decrease the height that you're taking the leg. It's more about reaching through the leg to lift it than it is to just lifting it up high. You don't need a lot of height here for this to be effective. Up and down. Can you check in on your abdominals? Reach your spine a little longer. And let's go for 4 more. 4, you should be starting to feel maybe a little quiver in the leg. 3, 2, and 1. Whew, letting that go. Let's let our knees go out wide and bring your heels together. So now the soles of your feet are shining up to the ceiling. Okay, the thighs have gone out wide. And let's connect those heels. And every exhale, you're going to gently press the heels together and lift just a millimeter or two. Lift the knees up. Okay, this is so small. Big breath in. Exhale, squeeze the heels and very, very gently lift the knees just a couple millimeters and lower down. If we lift too high here, we're going to get into the lower back. Keep it in the glutes. Exhale, heels together, gentle lift. Inhale, lower. It's smaller than you think. Nice job. 4 more. Squeeze and hover. Last 2. Awesome. Let your legs reach out long. Let's just wiggle the hips and then bring your legs more parallel, pushing back through our shell stretch. And then making your way to downward dog. And again, we're just going to pedal out the backs of the legs. And we're going to make our way into a pigeon stretch. Let's float the right leg back. And when you're ready, you're going to drag that leg up and under you, lowering down to the mat and finding your pigeon. You can be up here on your hands or down on your forearms. We just don't want to collapse down into the leg. We want to keep a little space between the torso and the leg. Whew, just breathing into that hip. Breathing into your lower back. And reaching this back leg long. And then you're going to tuck the toes of the back leg, make your way back up to downward dog. Pedal out those feet just one more time. And then floating the left leg up, dragging it under you into pigeon. Reach your long leg back. And then lowering to your forearms if that feels good. And just enjoying that stretch. Breathe into the spaces where you feel tension. Awesome. Release that and come to seated. If you have a cushion, grabbing that cushion and throwing it under your bum. And let's let our legs go wide here and just finish getting nice and tall. Draw your shoulders back. Draw in through your tummy just a little bit and then walk your hands out into your forward fold. Keeping a nice long spine, rounding that spine over the shape of a rainbow. Point your toes up to the ceiling. And walking your hands back to your legs. Stacking up your spine. And you guys are all finished. Thank you so much for joining me. Have an awesome rest of your day. Thanks for joining me on that balance adventure. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week. Next week is our last session of this 6 weeks, and just let me know if you want to join me for that little session of 3 more before spring break. All right, talk to you soon. Bye, guys.